If you're currently on medications, I totally understand. And in this video, you will be learning 9 things you can do to get yourself off medications in the best way possible. Now, I want to start by saying that there is a difference between treatment, cure, and healing. And I made some notes here, and I said that treatment is concerned with management of symptoms. So when you're trying to treat yourself, sometimes it is just to improve the symptoms, manage the symptoms, and that is what most medications do. They do not really heal you, they just treat the symptoms. So for example, for someone who is having high blood pressure, high blood sugar, and you're being given medications to manage it, you're being treated, but you're not, it's not healing. So there's a difference between treatment and healing. While healing on the other side refers to recovery, restoration. It's a natural, gradual process of recovery, repairing, regeneration, like renewal. So the ultimate goal is that you can start a treatment, but our goal is that you eventually get to healing. So while if you are healed of something, and I am a Christian, and I love the Bible so much, so when we look at the Bible, Jesus will tell people, go, you've been made whole, you've been healed. And when you talk about wholeness, so healing can be referred to as wholeness, you being whole. And when we look at the Bible again and see the people that Jesus healed, they didn't need to get back on medications anymore. When we look at the woman with the issue of blood, she was going to different doctors for treatment, but when she met Jesus, she was healed. She didn't have to spend money on treatments anymore. She didn't have to spend money on medications anymore. So I'm saying that you can start off as being treated, but your ultimate goal, your ultimate aim is that you eventually get healed. Because nobody wants to be on medications for the rest of your life. Nobody wants to take medications for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. So that I just wanted us to start off on that mindset that while I am taking these medications, yes, I am taking them to treat myself, but my ultimate goal is that I want to be healed, I want to be whole, I want to be free, I want to be restored. Okay, so and let's get right into it now. The first thing you have to do if you will be healed, if you would walk your way out of medications, is understand your root cause. Now, medications only help the symptoms, they don't solve the problem. So you have to begin to think about the root cause. Now, it's just like when you see an apple tree, there is a foundation, there is a seed under it that that produces that fruit, that tree. When you see fire somewhere, fire doesn't just happen. Even if it's a natural disaster, there is a cause for it. So when you see fire somewhere, it could be that there is something, someone left something on, and then it is triggering that response. So the same thing when you are on medications, you need to think beyond, okay, I'm just taking medications, but begin to ask yourself, what is the root cause of this illness, of this disease, or whatever it is. Now, it could be inflammation, it could be poor gut health. Now, I'm giving these examples based off on what I have seen with clients I've worked with. Most of the times it is gut health, most of the times it's inflammation, most of the times it could be hormonal imbalance, it could be stress, it could be poor eating habits. So look at your symptoms, right? So that's number one. Number one, understand the root cause. Now, for a woman, one of the things I have worked on personally for myself and for clients is hormonal imbalance. If your periods are not coming, it means there is an issue. So you want to check your hormones, right? You want to check your lifestyle. You want to check, are you gaining too much weight? So when you see a particular issue, look beyond the symptoms and look at the root cause. Did you get that? Okay. Now, number 2, evaluate your lifestyle. Now you have seen, so let's assume that your root cause could be your poor gut health, or it could be inflammation. Now, evaluate your lifestyle to see, or your root cause could be stress, right? Now, evaluate your lifestyle. and you have to start asking yourself some questions. Now, when I work with clients, I run them through some questions. We want to look at sleep. We want to look at toxins you're exposed to. As women, some products we use expose us to over 50 toxins in a day. Personal care products alone. So you want to look at the product you're using. You want to look at your lifestyle, your feeding. You also want to look at what are you eating, right? So you want to look at your lifestyle, your daily habits. And I usually would ask, in the past 2 weeks, let us evaluate the product you're using, the lifestyle you're living, the level, the intensity of the work you do, your mind and everything. It's, you need to evaluate your lifestyle. So number 1, I said understand your root cause. Number 2, evaluate your lifestyle. Now, number 3, we want to look deep into nutrition. What is on your plate every day? What are you eating? What kind of diet are you on? An ultra processed food diet? What are you eating every day? Are you eating enough? What kind of foods are you eating? Now, as you age, the quality of your food choices have to change, because your body, your system is not the same as it is. So the diet of a 55-year-old will be slightly different from what a 13 or a 20-year-old will eat, because your system is advancing, and you have to ensure that it advances as well. You have to make sure you're in the best kind of diet. Now, there are different diets for different days. An anti-inflammatory diet, there is a gut-friendly diet, there is keto, there is a blood sugar balancing diet. So you want to evaluate your current diet and see, where are we missing it out? Where is there a loophole? And after that, the next thing you want to look at is your supplement. Now, remember I talked about nutrition before supplement, because one of the mistakes I see most clients do is that the moment they find out the root cause, they rely on only supplement. Now listen, supplements are there to supplement. They are there to add. They can't replace the main thing. When I work with clients, I work with them more to get most of the food nutrients from the food, and not relying on supplements. So we only tilt towards supplements when we know that there are things that we cannot get, that we would not easily get from the food. But supplements should be there to address a gap in nutrition and not replace it. Your supplements are not that powerful enough to replace. So you cannot supplement a bad eating habit. You cannot supplement a bad diet. But either way, supplements are also very helpful, but they have to be intentionally and thoughtfully done after evaluating the root cause, looking at your lifestyle, eliminating the toxins, helping you detox your environment, working on your nutrition. Then the supplements will work wonders. Okay, so now the 5th thing you need to do. So after you've evaluated nutrition, you choose a nutrition pathway that works for you. So if, for example, we identified inflammation, and we see that you're living a stressful lifestyle, the pathway we are going to choose is, okay, we want to manage stress, and then we can maybe place you on an anti-inflammatory diet. So, and then we go to supplements. I already talked about supplements, so I would not repeat it again. Now, number 6 is, this is not anything you need to buy or do, but it's a mindset. You have to be patient. Most people fall off their healing program even before it starts working. Now, natural healing takes time. Your medications, you can take it right now. When you take your medications, in 1 hour, in 2 days, in 3 days, your blood sugar goes down. But natural healing works with the natural process of your body. Like for women, it can take up to 3 to 6 months. If, for example, for a woman working on balancing her hormones, it can take up to 3 to 6 months to see results. So be patient with yourself. Don't be in a hurry. Most people, they try it the first week, the second week, they fall off and they're like, it's not working. But you've been on medications for 1 year and you trust, you're able to trust the process. But now, to get on a plan that would heal you, you cannot stay, for 3 months, 6 months until you see the results. So you didn't develop those symptoms overnight. So make sure that you are patient. be committed, and give yourself grace. Now, the graph is not straight. There are times you will go up and go down, but what matters most is that you stay consistent. I always say choose progression over perfection. Now, the seventh thing you need to do is work with a coach. Get a coach, get accountability. Why will I say that? Especially if you're someone who is new into it, right? Get accountability. Even though I am I'm a certified health and lifestyle change coach, I have helped lots of clients. When I need help, I get a coach. I get someone who is knowledgeable in what I am trying to do. And not just because most of the things they tell me to do, I already know it. But I get that coach because I want someone to check on me. I want to be accountable to someone. So sometimes it's not really about what they're going to say to you. It's about the accountability. So I know most of the things they say, if not everything. Like I recently enrolled in a program, and everything she said is what I teach in my course, what I do in my programs. But I needed her to keep me accountable. I needed someone to report to. I needed someone to reach out to say, hey, I did what you asked me to do, even though it's something I am already doing, right? So you need a coach. Now, and your coach can also help you, brainstorm. They can help you come up with new plans. Get someone who is good. Get someone who understands your culture. Get someone who understands, what you're going through and who can give you the best of support. Now, the eighth thing you need to do is reevaluate, reflect, and adjust. Now, it's not a straight line. It doesn't mean that, when you start now, sometimes you may have to adjust your supplements. Sometimes you may have to adjust the diet. Sometimes you may have to change, adjust the lifestyle. So it's not a straight line. What's in month 1 may not work in month 3. It means that by month 3, you may need to increase it. Maybe your body has gotten used to it. So you need to increase it and do more. So you need to reevaluate, reflect, and adjust. It's not a straight curve. Like medications will work. Even with medications, sometimes they stop working, because I have clients who will tell me, the medication stopped working and I have to change it. And now I am changing it. It's not, I am reacting to it. So the same thing happens with natural healing. You would have to reflect, reevaluate, improve, adjust, and keep your mind open for all of those changes. Okay. Number 9 is nothing serious but very, very important. Stay empowered and committed. Trust the process. Believe in what you're doing. Honestly, it's very important that you have faith that I have chosen this natural path and it's gonna work for me. I would leave you with one of my favorite scriptures in the Bible. It's from the story of Jesus when he went to the house of Mary and Martha, and she was right there at his feet, and Martha was complaining, and Jesus said to Martha, Mary has chosen a path that will not be taken away from her. So choose that path. Choose the part of natural healing. And this is not to say while you're on natural healing, you can still be on medications. I'm not a medical doctor. I am a health coach. I am a lifestyle change coach. I help families. I help people heal. But I have never for any day told anyone leave your medications or, ignore your doctor's advice. You can still do everything your doctor asks you to do. But as you begin to heal naturally, when you go back to your doctor to evaluate, they will start telling you, okay, it's okay, you're getting better on this side, drop these medications, reduce it. I have had clients who were on thyroid medications, were on blood sugar medications, and as they began to change their lifestyle, get on a diet, improve the supplements they were taking, the doctors were telling them to fall off, the medication. So I hope this was helpful. Can you let me know in the chat what you would do differently? Let me know which of these major points stood out to you, and what do you think you're going to start with. Now, if you have any questions, you can ask them in the chat. I also have a lifestyle change program that is currently going on, and it's on a special price. The link will be in the caption below, and I look forward to helping you if that's something you would need. So thank you so much. At this point, please subscribe to my channel and share this video with anyone you know that is battling with a health condition and they need to get off medications. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.